It's 10 o'clock, so we're going to open the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. And again, let me remind everybody to thank the service people who have served in the armed forces over the years and even as of today. So this is in tribute to them. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The first item on the agenda is to consider the approval of the minutes of February 6th, 2014. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
We have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is consider the register of claims totaling $658,208.95.
I've read through the claims, and I would move approval.
I will second that.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Under old business, we have no old business listed. Okay, I knew we had emergency project. I didn't know if they had the time to get on the agenda, but it's down here. So let's go on to the new business, the CSO 008 project bid opening. And John Anderson of our engineering department will present this.
This is for the bid opening for CSO 008, which is located at Alameda Street and North Street. Yep. And,
Okay. Thanks.
the first bid is from Watson Excavating out of Red Key. Bid amount $859,114.45. 859,114.45. Next bid is from Yarberry Landscape Excavating Company out of Anderson. Bid amount $1,241,817. 1241817. Next bid is from Brackney Incorporated out of Brookville. Bid amount $993,432.95. 993,432.95. The next bid is from Atlas Excavating from West Lafayette. Bid amount $835,810. 835,810. The next bid is from Sater Electric out of Daleville. Bid amount $729,797.50. 729,797.50. And the final bid is from Beatty Construction out of Bogstown. Bid amount $1,091,418. 1091418. ask that the bids be taken under advisement for legal and technical review.
Fine.
I will move that we take the bids under advisement for legal and technical review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Mr. Cork, you'll get with John and review those.
Yeah, if you'll stick around after the meeting for a little bit.
And for the bidders here, we appreciate you putting in a bid.
Yeah, thank you. And Mike, you thinking if they stayed around after the meeting, they'd
I don't know, I mean, how much time do you have? Because I gotta meet with you guys real quick after the meeting before
that's
you're at
true.
11, and so I don't know.
So maybe later today that you'll actually have time to review it.
Okay,
Okay,
it might be a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, we'll.
okay. Thanks again, John. Okay, next item on the agenda is the sulfur chlorine bid opening. John Barlow, our plant supervisor.
John Barlow, Superintendent, Muncie Water Pollution Control Facility. I've got sealed bids for the 2014 chlorine and sulfur dioxide supply for the Water Pollution Control Facility. The first one I'll open is from Alexander Chemical. Alexander Chemical bids for chlorine, $280 a ton, 280, and for sulfur dioxide, $500 a ton, 500. The next bid is from Brentag Mid-South. Their bid is $389 a ton for chlorine, 389, and sulfur dioxide, $525 a ton, 525. And the last bid is from JCI Jones Chemical. Their bid is for chlorine, $284 a ton, that's 284. And for sulfur dioxide, $500 a ton, 500. I'd like to ask the board to let us take these under consideration for technical review, legal review, and anticipation of awarding a bid at the next board meeting.
There's only 3, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And that's, it has listed here as Jones Chemical.
Jones JCI, Brentag Mid-South, and Alexander.
The other 2 on here are not. They didn't
That's
get back
correct.
to you. Okay.
Actually, Alexander is owned by Karis now, so
Thanks, John.
So Karis and Alexander are one and the same?
that is correct.
Okay.
Do we have a motion to,
So moved.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We'll review these. Thank you, John.
And
Thank
John,
you.
this is for 1 year? You do this every
Yeah,
year?
this is for 1 year, and just to be clear, what we do is we'll take the total combination of sulfur dioxide and CL2 as far as on pricing. But we've also have other stipulations within the bid packet for safety training, and we're very specific about the safety training has to be certain criteria met, and delivery, quality of deliverables. And so we reserve the right to change suppliers if we see fit.
So you have kind of a matrix to select.
That's correct.
Going on what you said about taking the combination, we've been doing that for 15 years.
That's how we've been doing
We just
it
want to deal with one
for
company, so.
Longer than that,
This
that's
is-
correct. It's not feasible to take one chemical from one supplier and one chemical from another.
So the bids are together.
Yes, that's
Yes,
correct.
and we sent out,
Yep.
that way. We've been doing it for 15, longer than that.
Makes sense. I mean, they
Because
probably
we have both chemicals delivered at the same time when we place orders,
They
so.
probably use that in their bid package, don't they? That you're buying both?
That's correct.
But very competitive. It's a credit to your bidding documents and your dealing with these folks, that they're that close in price.
They're fairly familiar. It's the
Yep.
same companies year after year, so.
I'm sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Who supplied us last year?
Jones JCI supplied last year. Alexander supplied us for several years. Brentag has never supplied us before, but Jones and Alexander probably over the last 20 years have been our sole suppliers.
Have these gone up in price quite a bit, or are they pretty standard?
Oh, these prices are fairly standard. CL2 is usually pretty low. The SO2 is the one that's going up, but those prices, if my memory serves me, are fairly standard compared to where they were last year, maybe even a little lower. I can't quote you directly on that 100%, but that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Next on the agenda is the update on project 2L-14. And this is Carnegie Library. And Mr. Barton, our sewer maintenance engineer superintendent, will inform us of this.
Can I say something real quick on those bids? If he wants to stick around too, I don't know if there's any contractors here, I can talk to him after this meeting as well. So,
Okay.
if you want to stick around for that, I don't know if if you want to stick around for a few minutes.
Good morning, gentlemen. Tracy Barton, Superintendent, Engineering, Sewer Maintenance.
Ooh.
Per the statute, on any of our projects, if we have a change order or possible change order, I am to notify the administrator and then report to the board. I found this out yesterday. At this project, there's a 3-foot wide concrete buffer over top, we believe, of an existing water main. And it's just gonna take extra
So they-
labor.
when they built the water main, they encased it with concrete? You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you look at the next picture, there's a structure there on the corner. It's a storm inlet.
Wow.
It's got a void underneath it that I mean, you can't tell that unless you start the excavation. And then when I was coming to the,
Potholes.
when I was coming to the staff meeting, I had to go up there and check on a few other things, and there's a couple other issues. I don't have pictures yet, but there might be a void around the manhole that we're planning on going into as well.
Any questions for the board?
You have a dollar value, Tracy, you think?
Not at this time.
Okay.
What we have set up, Joe, is he gives us the preliminary, let us know what's going on, then he'll come back with the actual details at a later date, but
But this looks like it's got to be fixed fairly quick to me. I mean,
Carnegie Library is without service.
So you're tracking time and materials?
Yep.
okay.
okay.
Good. And by then we'll know, next meeting. we'll-
Yeah, well, yes. While you're up here, Tracy, I want to compliment you and your department. I see you're out helping the city and the mayor with these potholes, clearing out the water out of them and doing everything you can to get that done.
Yes.
So I just want to compliment you for jumping in there, getting that moving.
Thank you. Thanks, gentlemen.
I'll give him a big head.
Okay.
You hear me?
What's that?
I said, be careful, you're gonna give him a big head.
No, we're not giving him a raise, just because he's doing a good job.
Tried.
Are there anybody in the audience who wants to come forward with any kind of comments to the board? Being done, nothing from the audience, we'll adjourn the meeting. The next meeting will be at the same place on Thursday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Hey, Joe. I'll be in Arizona.